Hello, this is Todd Luck, and this is a non-spoiler review of Lord of the Jungle #2 from Dynamite Comics. This is an officially licensed brand new Tarzan series that's out right now. And so this is a brand new version of this character, and the first plot line focuses on flashbacks to his origin. So this is a fantastic jumping on point to people who are not familiar with Tarzan, but it's also, I think, a must-buy if you are a fan of the character. Even if you don't normally read comic books, I think you really owe it to yourself to pick up this series. There's just some stuff in here that I was really blown away by. And because this is non-spoiler, I'm not going to specifically tell you exactly what I was reacting to, but I will give you my reaction to this issue. And I have decided to wait until we get the whole retelling of the origin before I do a spoiler video and compare it to the novels, so I can kind of see exactly where they're going. But obviously an issue like this, with what was in here, makes that really hard, but we're sticking to our guns. This will be a non-spoiler review. So a couple of things I forgot to mention in my review of the first issue. It is a modern comic, so yes, you can go to a comic shop and get it. If they don't have it, they can order it for you. You can get it from online comic retailers, or you can get it digitally from Comixology/Amazon and get a digital comic, or you can wait until the first plot line ends, or they get 5 or 6 issues in, whichever comes first, and then this will be available as a trade paperback collection, and you can get it that way. All right, so on to the review, starting with the cover, which is actually the only part of this issue I don't particularly care for. I think this is a tremendously talented artist, but I just don't get what he's going for here. Why does Tarzan have his back to us? Why does his loincloth have a tail on it? And honestly, if you took this off, I couldn't tell you that this is Tarzan. I just don't think it's a particularly well-conceived cover. However, that only applies to the cover I got, so there's plenty of others to choose from. And so I know at least this first row is the regular covers that you can get for cover price. So, you know, you can walk into your comic shop, and if they have them, you can get them. And if not, you can have your comic shop order that specific cover that you want. The interior artwork by Benito Gallego continues to be extremely solid. He has definitely a heavy John Buscema influence. It's a little bit on the sketchier side, but it works. And so this is some artwork from the framing sequence, which takes place in 1950. And this particular version of Tarzan is actually old in 1950, which is a little bit different from the novel where his family discovers the secret to extending their youth. And here's an interior page so you can see the apes and the jungle and Tarzan. And the pencils are really solid. I wish the color made it pop a little bit more, but I think Benito's work definitely survives the modern coloring process. All right, and that's all I'm going to show you of the interior because I don't want to spoil this for you guys. This is written by Dan Jurgens, who's best known for his work on Superman, but he's also done Tomb Raider and Booster Gold and all that. And so let me talk about my reaction to the story in this issue. I have been reading comics for a long time, right? Since I was very young, probably about 3 decades now. I've been collecting comics. And so I've read a lot of comics. And as you can probably tell, I've read a lot of Tarzan comics. And so I don't surprise easily, and I don't impress easily. But I gotta tell you, this issue blew me away. There was something in here that I just choked up over. It just really took me by surprise. And I had an emotional reaction like I've never experienced reading a Tarzan comic. No, regardless of how good they are, this just hit me on an emotional level that I didn't know I could feel for this character. And I gotta tell you, Dan Jurgens and Benito Gallego are the right team to do this comic. They are the right team to bring Tarzan back to an officially licensed ongoing series after 2 decades. Again, if you are a fan of this character, you owe it to yourself to read this series. And as much as I like the exact adaptions that we've gotten in the past of Tarzan of the Apes, there is something to be said about reimagining this story and being able to surprise and delight even old readers like me. And I really, really look forward to seeing what they do with the rest of the origin. Especially, I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with Jane. That's definitely got me very curious. So yes, highest possible recommendation. Definitely recommend going out and getting it. Recommend it to your friends. Recommend it to your family. Recommend it to your pet monkey. People need to read this series. And so yes, I will be doing reviews as the series continues, as well as other videos on Tarzan, Burroughs stuff, all kinds of stuff. So like and subscribe for more videos. And until next time, see ya.